feel being father? Happy, but just के टाइम तो इमोशनल, happy, a big responsibility. Those are the major, and fun. Fun-filled responsibility.
And how do you think being father of two makes a difference? Or does it make any difference, or it is same being father of one or being father of two?
No, I think it makes a lot of difference being a father of two, because initially, जैसे you tend to compare, like you generally say कि compare नहीं करना चाहिए, but when you have to practice that thing, then you understand कि it's more like, preaching is easier rather than practicing वाला चीज़, but then you understand कि it's not the point of comparing, and then he's a different human being, and then it's a different, he gives a different kind of a joy. He reacts in a very different way that the other person does, and then his reactions and things are very different, and the kind of fun that is there is also very different. The kind of joyful events that we had with Jashan and kind of joyful or memorable events we are having with Utsa are different in their own way. So you realize that that even though people say it's like two boys kind of a thing, but they are different human beings in themselves. So you cannot have the same parenting for both. I understand that obviously having a daughter makes a lot of changes, but then even if there were two, those are two boys, so maybe something is different, but since they are two different human beings, then the parenting and the responsibility, I think, will be varying, because one will be good at something, the other will be good at something. So helping out in the things they are not good at would be a challenge.
Or making the rules or norms.
So it will be a blanket, will be the same, but the way of explaining or enforcing them may vary drastically.
Okay, so right now Jashan is 2.5 almost, and Utsa is roughly 8 months. Some of the most cherished moments as a father, not as a parent, as a father.
Okay, well,
starting with Jashan.
Jashan was he was the first, so that was especially when he came out and then he was there. So that was an emotional moment in itself, and he was first. And last couple of days were so Jashan, the first born, as in the first day of his, first hour or so of his being born, was a very cherishable emotional moment. Then his I think we were always surprised with the fact that how he used to pick things with different things, that he could climb like this, he could get down, we never taught him. Getting down, climbing stairs was a new thing. Then climbing on
realizing every new milestone that he achieved.
Kind of. It was fun, but with Jash, I think I missed most of the interaction part, which I have with Utsa. So the interaction reactions that come with Utsa are very different, and then so I think I did not get those interactive reactions from Jash, which I'm getting with Utsa. But in a very broad sense, Jash motor skills were the wow factor about him, that watcha, he can do this as well. Watcha, he's learned this as well. Oh, now we have to be a little more careful. Was always next milestone. Ki now we have to add this or something like that. So that was it. With Utsa, it's more like right now it's more interactive. It's not a milestone hindrance any longer. That we know maybe. Not know as in, but a fair bit of recollection. What do we need to do a little bit? Not 100%, but a little bit wala cheez hai. So we are a little well better prepared for him in that sense. But his reactions and his I think his response to things are very different. So I feel so. Like he was a late night person, so Josh used to have a lot of night time movement, playing around and everything. Utsa gets up at like 5 or 4, and then you have that morning wala movement with him most of the time. So most of the time, with Josh, most of the times, even now it happens that when I'm getting ready, he's most of the time asleep. Utsa could be very well awake and turning around and seeing what is happening here and everything. So, all those factors wala cheez hota hai.
Okay, what kind of boys or what kind of babies do you want, or rather should I ask, what qualities do you think that your baby should have?
This is a tough one in the sense because this is very it changes with every age, wala cheez hai, to say the truth. So what kind of people they want to be grown up becoming is a different thing from what I want them to do right now. I want them to enjoy their childhood, play, because life will not give them that much time to play and have fun. Even though I think they don't see it that way, which I'm very sure of. But I think one should enjoy the childhood. So I can only say them that they should be accepting, exploring, be curious, but be responsible at the same time. That every action has a consequence, and since you don't get everything, so whatever cost be involved, he should have that strength and the capacity to pay that if he wants something. So that is an important part of it. And he should be responsible in a way that he should understand that that he is living in a society, so he has a responsibility to in that society that he should fulfill. But and he should do it in his own way. I don't want to dictate that this is how it's supposed to be done. He should find his own way to do it. Because my way was like way older than what he would be doing. So I don't think he should replicate me. So, and there is no point that he should replicate me. But I think he should find his own ways to do it. And I think he should understand only the important part is that every action has a consequence. It's not like you do or say something and there will be no consequences.
Okay, one last and the most difficult question. Whom do you love more, Jashan or Utsa? And you cannot be diplomatic.
I'm not being diplomatic, to say the truth. Well, now that I am a parent, I think I love them both at this stage, to say the truth. Maybe once they grow up, I might be favorable to one or the other. But this stage, they both gives joy in a different way. So, yeah, they do give joy in a different way. I will not deny that fact. But they both give joy, and I enjoy spending time equally. So, I try to be involved with both of them, even if I have to at the same time, though it's not my forte at all. But I try to. So yeah, that is the fun part. So I don't think at this stage I can pick. Maybe later on, I don't know, when they grow up, maybe I find the one who's more favorite. Not sure. But not at this stage.
Thank you for answering the questions. Happy Father's Day.